Julianne Alfred just ran the third fastest 200 meters in history. But it wasn't her record that had track fans talking overnight. It was what happened seconds later when Melissa Jefferson-Wooden stepped into the same FloTrack interview, got awkwardly mixed up as Alfred's training partner, and broke her silence live on camera. On July 10, 2026, at the Stade Louis II in Monaco, Julianne Alfred delivered the kind of run that reshapes an entire season. The St. Lucian sprinter, already an Olympic champion in the 100 meters, blazed through the women's 200 meters in 21.51 seconds under the lights of the meeting Hercules. That time didn't just win her the race, broke the meeting record, set a new national record for St. Lucia, and stood as the fastest 200 meters run by anyone in the world so far this year. Behind her, rising American star Adaejah Hodge crossed the line in 21.76, with Olympic champion Gabby Thomas rounding out the podium in 21.84. For a race billed as one of the deepest 200-meter fields of the season, Alfred didn't just win it, she ran away with it, delivering a performance that ranks as the third fastest 200 meters ever recorded by a woman in history. Melissa Jefferson-Wooden watched that race from the mixed zone, the crowded area at the edge of the track where athletes gather to speak with reporters right after competing. She wasn't in that particular final, but as the reigning world champion in both the 100 and 200 meters, and as Alfred's most consistent rival over the last 2 seasons, everyone in that mixed zone wanted to hear what she had to say about what she'd just watched unfold on the Monaco track. Referred to Julianne Alfred as Jefferson-Wooden's training partner. It was an honest mistake, but a big one. Jefferson-Wooden trains in Claremont, Florida, alongside Sha'Carri Richardson and Twanisha Terry, under coach Dennis Mitchell, the same group that's produced some of the fastest women sprinting in the world right now. Alfred trains in Austin, Texas, under coach Edric Floreal, a partnership dating back to her college days at the University of Texas. The two women have never shared a training group in their careers. They've shared a start line more times than almost anyone else in the sport, from NCAA finals to Diamond League, podiums to the Olympic final itself, but never a coach, never a training block, never a single warm-up. For a few seconds, the camera caught it all. Jefferson-Wooden's smile flickered, Alfred glanced sideways, and neither one immediately corrected the host. Fans watching the live stream picked up on the awkward pause right away. Was Jefferson-Wooden about to publicly correct the record on a rivalry that had been building since their college days? For a moment, sitting in that silence, it genuinely looked that way. Then Jefferson-Wooden did something that surprised almost everyone watching. Instead of using the mix-up to distance herself from Alfred, she leaned into the camera, gently corrected the training partner comment, and turned the moment into praise instead. She congratulated Alfred on the run, called the 21.51 performance special, and closed with a line that immediately started trending across track and field forums and social media threads. She said, "I'm always gonna root for my girl." 4 words that could have meant almost anything landed as a genuine show of respect between two of the most competitive sprinters on the planet. Fans who expected tension got warmth instead, calling it one of the classiest moments of the entire Diamond League season. Others pointed out that the mix-up itself revealed something interesting about how the sport is covered. Sometimes forget that fierce competitors on the track can still respect each other off it, and that a rivalry built on repeated head-to-head battles doesn't have to turn personal. To understand why that moment hit so hard, you have to go back through the history between these two sprinters. Jefferson-Wooden and Alfred first crossed paths at the 2022 NCAA Indoor Championships in Birmingham, where Jefferson-Wooden won the 60 meters final and Alfred finished 5th. One of the rare times Alfred has lost that event at any level of competition. 2 years later, at the Paris Olympics in August 2024, both women stood on the 100-meter podium together in front of a packed Stade de France. Alfred taking gold in 10.72 seconds for St. Lucia's first ever Olympic medal, Sha'Carri Richardson claiming silver, and Jefferson-Wooden securing bronze. The rivalry kept building through 2025. At the Prefontaine Classic on July 5, Jefferson-Wooden beat Alfred in the 100 meters, running 10.75 seconds to Alfred's 10.77 into a headwind. Weeks later, at the 2025 World Championships in Tokyo, Jefferson-Wooden completed a historic sweep, winning gold in the 100 meters, the 200 meters, and the 4x100 relay, becoming the first American woman ever to claim all 3 sprint titles at a single World Championships, and only the second woman in history to do it after Jamaica's Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce. But 2026 flipped the script early. On June 4th in Rome, Alfred beat Jefferson-Wooden head-to-head in the 200 meters, with Jefferson-Wooden finishing second in 22.17 seconds. Jefferson-Wooden answered days later, winning the 100 meters in Stockholm on June 7 in her fastest ever season opener, then edging her own training partner Sha'Carri Richardson by 1/100th of a second at the Prefontaine Classic on July 4, with a time of 10.78. 6 days after that win, Alfred fired back with her statement run in Monaco, taking the world lead right back. That back and forth is exactly why the FloTrack moment landed the way it did with fans. These two aren't just rivals trading wins on a track from one Diamond League stop to the next. They're two of the most decorated sprinters of this generation, chasing the same records, the same global titles, and increasingly, the same spotlight heading toward the 2028 Los Angeles Olympics on home soil for Jefferson-Wooden. A misidentified training partner said live on camera in front of thousands of viewers, with the Diamond League season moving toward its finals later this year, both sprinters remain firmly in title contention across the 100 and 200 meter standings. Jefferson-Wooden has already banked wins in Stockholm and Eugene this season, while Alfred now owns the fastest 200 meters in the world following her run in Monaco. The tour heads to London next on July 18, where the season's champions in each event finally get decided. If the pattern from the last 2 years holds, these two are on a collision course again before that final in Brussels. And after this interview, fans have one more reason to watch every single time they line up together. Sha'Carri Richardson, Gabby Thomas, and Adaejah Hodge are all pushing the women's sprint field to depths it has rarely seen, and every one of Jefferson-Wooden and Alfred's races this season has come inside a stacked field of Olympic and world medalists. That's part of what makes the FloTrack moment stand out. In a sport where the margins between gold and 4th place are measured in 100ths of a second, taking a moment to publicly root for the woman standing next to you says something about character that a stopwatch never will. Whatever happens on the track next, that brief exchange in the Monaco mixed zone said more about who these athletes really are than most post-race interviews ever do. If you want to see how this rivalry plays out for the rest of the Diamond League season, stick around and subscribe, because Jefferson-Wooden and Alfred are nowhere near done with each other.